Good evening. This is my presentation, my coaching philosophy presentation for KH 3630. So, my future in sports. After I return to school to obtain my master's degree, I would like to focus on a career in game day operations or sports marketing in the world of sports. While my experience in coaching as well can provide me alternate route for my career in the future as well. Now, if I were to coach, I would like to coach either basketball or football at an interscholastic level and above. So that mostly means high school and above. So high school, collegiate, to even a professional or older recreational um, football or basketball. The world of sports has so many different paths that can open through networking and experience in the sporting landscape. What I mean by that is even though I say I would like to go into game day operations or a sport marketing position in my future, that there are so many different type of jobs and opportunities in the sports landscape for me to find out, to experience, and for me to have interest in. So I wouldn't just say game day operations, sports marketing would be solely my only job that I want in sports, but it would be a starting point for where I would like to start from as I get out of high school. I would like to coach at the interscholastic level and above because I would mainly like to focus on people that already know the game already and are just trying to develop their talents and skills more and work on themselves more as an athlete. So I would rather start at the interscholastic level and if luckily my career helps me with so be able to coach collegiate or professionally because of my success at the interscholastic level. Goals for my future career. Some of the goals for my future career are to help further and develop any organization that I work with. So basically, whether I work in game day operations or sports marketing or as a coach, I want to further my organization to help them become a better organization than what it was when I started. That if that takes time, like years into development to help them become a championship winning organization, or it takes a few months or a few less seasons. I want to help develop and help further that organization to become a better organization than it was when I started with. I also plan to help each athlete that I encounter and work with achieve their best and highest potential for their sport and help them shape their own personal lives as well. So, as a coach, it's kind of self explanatory. I do want my athletes to succeed. I do want them to develop not only on their own skills and talents for the sport, but help them in their daily lives as well by training that can last lifetime and learning key tricks about working out and just life scenarios by playing the sport, practicing the sport, and competing for the sport. I will help future members of the Sporting World Network and develop through internships and mentoring to help give them access to a broader world of work. So, if any up and coming students would like to join the sports administration landscape, want to major in sports administration, I will help them by networking and develop um, in their college careers. Unlike me, um, most people won't get to have help as a sports admin major. So having the opportunity to internship and mentor them to give them that first step out the door can really be beneficial for them going forward if they want to get into the sports industry landscape. Core principles and values. My core principle as a person in the sports industry is to always help better and develop me and my team's talents in our careers to further our progression in the sports industry. It's kind of my goal. It's a repeat of my goal, but that is my core principle because at the end of the day, I always want to better help myself, my talent to learn and to improve myself and also my team or organization skills, whether I'm a coach or I'm just in game day operations or something as little as a ball boy for a basketball team. I want to always help develop and improve on our skills and our talents to make our careers go further and we always experiencing and developing at a constant pace. I have a few core values that are essential to my development, but the two that I really would like to go in depth about are creativity and development. Creativity is what makes you stand out in very competitive industry, where jobs are more about how you know than what you know. For most jobs in the sports industry, it's kind of once a job opens, only one person can replace it, and people be in positions for years in the sports industry. You could be at you could be a team doctor for the Hawks for 20 years, and then somebody have to replace you. They looking for somebody for almost 20 years to replace you. And depending on who you know, they already have that position set in stone. Like we want to get him, we want to get her to fill this potential position. And development is the most important part of sports because it helps you learn and improve on your skills, talent, and knowledge of the sport to help you in the future. Development is my main value because I always want to develop. If you ain't developing at the sport, then what is going on? You want to develop, you want to learn, you want to make sure you improve yourself, you want to always improve. So development being a high point for me is very key. Now, development and creativity may be my core values, but for my team, they might not be. Some people maybe only want to compete because they want to just get to the next level, and some athletes are not creative as that I might want them to be. So having these values going forward is just something I would like as a coach and something that I will prioritize and try to work with my athletes on as a coach. And even if I'm not a coach, if I'm working as a team member on a project for a sports organization, still want to be creative, stand out from the other sports organization that we are not competing with, but who also have sports marketing division. What makes ours going to stand out? And that's that creativity and how we're going to continue to get better, get more creative. And that's that development that goes hand in hand with that. Thank you for listening to my presentation.